Live from the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University, FATV presents coverage of Hockey Night in Fitchburg. And this afternoon, the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders will be looking to snap a losing streak here on Senior Days. They take on the Wildcats of Gardner. Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Leblanc, happy to have you along with us here today. From the Civic Center, Fitchburg Monty Tech coming into this game with a record of 5-3-1. That puts them second in the pod right now with 11 points, although some teams behind them have some games in hand to work with. But it's been a bit of a difficult stretch for the Red Raiders over the last week and change. A 3-game losing streak now. Last time we saw them was on the 3rd of February. They lost to Lunenburg Air Shirley 3-1. It was a pretty close game throughout. After Max Bolak got the lone goal for the Red Raiders on a breakaway, a little over 2 minutes to go in the first half to make it 2-1. That was the last goal any goaltender gave up because Spencer McCrillis and Ian Keane put on a show how great goaltenders they are, the two seniors. An empty netter added late by LAS, the only other tally in the contest, and the Red Raiders fell 3-1 to take their 3rd loss in a row, but they're going to look to break it against a Gardner team who comes into this game with a record of 1-4-1. It's not a great record, but it's significantly better than it has been in years past. This Gardner team that cracked a long losing streak last year already picked up their first win over Oakmont 3-1 earlier, which was actually their first win over the Spartans in quite a long time, a little over a decade in fact. So Gardner, they've been getting better as the season has gone on. They scored 6 goals in the last 2 games, which is a marked improvement for their offense. They did lose both games. The defense had some fits against Littleton Bromfield. Those were the 2 most recent games, 5-2 and 7-4 losses to the Tigers. So Gardner's going to look to try to bounce back as well, as they've been showing themselves to have gotten some, they've been showing that the offense has been getting better over the last couple of games. And they're probably going to put up a lot more of a fight than they did the first time out that we saw them in Gardner last month. And with goaltender Mark Quinn in net, you can imagine he's going to do his darndest to keep his side in the game. We're going to throw it down to public address announcer Jim LaPointe, who have the starting lineups for us here on FATV.
FATV viewing nation, to today's Fitchburg Monty Tech Senior Day high school hockey game between the Gardner Wildcats and Fitchburg Monty Tech Raiders. Before we get to the Raiders seniors, here is the starting lineup for the Wildcats. At forward, number 7, Jackson Decker. At forward, number 6, Zach Boucher. At forward, number 18, Eric Amblow. Defense, number 13, Nick Stone. Defense, number 3, Philip Quinn. And in goal for the Wildcats, number 33, Mark Quinn. The head coach is Scott Frenier. And now, let's meet the Raiders seniors from Monty Tech. Number 30, goaltender Spencer McCrillis. Also from Monty Tech, forward, number 17, Ryan Johnson. And the 3rd and final senior from Fitchburg High School, the captain, the center, number 12, Max Bolak. Congratulations, seniors. Yeah, they want to get up on the blue line, right? At this time, let us honor our nation and the flag with a playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Getting ready to start here at the Wallace Civic Center here in Fitchburg. Hockey night in Fitchburg and senior night for the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders, taking on the Gardner Wildcats for the second time this season. These two teams met last month, and Fitchburg Monty Tech won that game 4-0. Their third consecutive shutout over the Wildcats. You have to go back to 2019 to find the last time this Gardner team scored on the Red Raiders. Spencer McCrillis will be back in goal for the Red Raiders, as he'll be playing his 9th game of the season. 5-2-1 record, 2 shutouts, 175 goals against, 927 save percentage. Mark Quinn in goal for the Wildcats. 6 games played, 1-4-1 record, 350 goals against, but a very respectable 919 save percentage. He's been doing very well in goal to keep his side in the games. 46 saves on 50 shots against Fitchburg Monty Tech last time out. As we are underway from Fitchburg, the Red Raiders in the home white uniforms with crimson numbering and trim going left to right in this contest. Gardner in the road black uniforms with orange and white stripes and white numbers. They will be going from right to left in this contest. There's Robert Brogan with a pass up the boards, looking for Ryan Johnson. That's the near side. Riley Leblanc trying to dispossess Eric Ambelo. Here's Leblanc, takes out the red line. Gains the zone up the right side. Looking to center across for a one-timer. Wanted to feed Ryan Johnson. Couldn't quite get on the same page there. Zach Boucher with the pass up. On the near side, Eric Ambelo. Touch pass on the red line to dump in. Puts it through the legs of Tyler Salafia. And the Red Raiders try to move it up ice. There's Ray Thomas, a freshman defenseman. Moves it along for the Wildcats. On the left side, Chris Merchant, dispossessed by Cooper Hall. Merchant, a sophomore for the Wildcats. He's got 2 goals and an assist this season. Leblanc into the zone, puts it across for Hall. Can't quite get a shot off from that spot. A little over 90 seconds gone. Looking for our first shot on target of the game. As Thomas tries to spit it out of the zone. First effort unsuccessful, second one also as well. That shot tipped on the way. The shot taken from the left point by Nick McKenzie. And we'll have a whistle here with 20:37 to go in the first half. So as we mentioned, last time out, these two teams played 4-0 win for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Max Bolak had 2 goals in that one. Sam Jaramillo had his first varsity goal and an assist. Jacob Pruno scored as well, and Cooper Hall had 3 assists. Final shots in that game were 50-13 in favor of the Red Raiders. But Eric Ambelo has joined the roster over the last few games. A transfer from Oakmont, and he's been contributing a lot to this Wildcat squad in terms of intangibles and the like. Had a goal and an assist last game out against Littleton Bromfield. And he looks to bring some dynamic playmaking to this Wildcat squad. Pass intercepted outside the blue line there by Drew St. Peter. Come back to the defense core. The 2 seniors for Gardner, both defensemen, Nick Stone and Philip Quinn. St. Peter tries to turn that towards goal. He had his first varsity goal last time out as well. That was on Wednesday night. Both these teams played on Wednesday night. Gardner had the game right before us. And that was, as mentioned, that 7-4 loss to Littleton Bromfield. It was their best effort this season in terms of offense, but also their worst effort in terms of defense. Gardner tries to collect here from Jason Igman. Tyler Brassard trying to step up, move that along. Back to the D. And St. Peter tries to dump it around. And we'll have a stoppage with 19:10 to go in the first half of play. No score, no shots. Draw will come outside the Red Raider zone. Jonah Hoisington will take the draw against Lucas Wiebe. And briefly won by Gardner. Well, Fitchburg taking control of the puck, try to get it out of the zone. Now into the neutral zone. Pruno is passed for Wiebe, bit off the mark. St. Peter with the touch. Pushes it into the zone. Peter Stevens goes to collect for the Red Raiders. on the far side of the ice. Hit absorbed there on the right side. That was Igman on Brassard. Now Stevens tries to get out of the zone. Thomas keeps it in, tries to put it towards goal. Didn't get much on the shot. Wiebe battling with Hoisington. And now here's Wyatt Peters with a bit of space, and he backhands it into the left wing corner. Numbers on the transition. St. Peter tries to go for the 100-footer on the dump in. That one deflects into the bench and is gloved by Devin McGivern. Bring a halt to play with 18:21 to go in the first half. McGivern making that glove snare. Backup goalie for the Red Raiders. He's played in one game this year. That was against North Middlesex. So here's Johnson in the zone on the left side. Gets the shot off, and that's sticked away by Quinn, and that's the first shot of the game. Took a little while there. But here's Max Bolak, left circle. Skating around, looking for space, passes to the left point, pops over the stick of Robert Brogan. He'll have to retrieve in the neutral zone. As Salafia, along for Leblanc, has trouble holding it. Puck back to the red line. And Leblanc can't handle the pass on the right side of the red line. Loses it there. Pushed up by Boucher for Gardner. Not much going there either. Max Bolak near side. Gains the red line, skating across the blue now, up the right side of the circle. Bolak trying to take it all by himself, backhand, score! Wasn't much space to shoot there, but my goodness, Max Bolak found it. 9th goal this season for the senior, and that's the first strike of the contest with 17:29 to go in the first. The game breaker, Max Bolak. I believe that's a pod number 2 leading 9th goal of the season for the senior. Just took it all by himself to goal. And he backhanded it inside the near post. Just a little bit of space to shoot on. Not a whole lot there. But you give him an inch and he'll take a mile. And the senior captain gets his side on the board. On the near side, Jeff Alisauskis. Can't handle it. Philip Quinn trying to move it along. Max Murphy around the boards to the far side for Merchant. Gardner will throw it off the boards to the near side. Stone for Philip Quinn. Stretches it up for Merchant.
Max Bolak, assisted by number 17, Ryan Johnson. Time of that goal, 5 minutes and 1 second of the first half. That was Bolak, assisted by Johnson at 5:01.
If I've done my math correct, that's Johnson's first assist of the season as well. As here's Colin Hines in the right wing corner, protecting from Ray Thomas. Looking around is Hines for Wiebe behind the net. Tries to center for Pruno. Not enough pace on the pass. It taken by a Wildcat stick. Kyle Gendron sends it around the boards. One of several young faces on this Gardner Wildcat side. Of their 26 players in the system, 15 of them are freshmen or below. They have several 8th graders on the roster. That one cut down in front. A few of the schools in this system that Gardner has, this co-op system, have 8th grade. So they can just use 8th graders without any waivers required. Offsides called against the Red Raiders. 15:21 to go in the first. 1-0 to the Red and Gray. 6 8th graders and 9 freshmen. I think we had different numbers last month on those stats, but the numbers have been refreshed and updated since. There's Bolak again in the right wing corner. Thomas is a freshman. He's the one playing defense on him right now. On for Johnson. Now taken by Gendron. His stretch pass for Drew St. Peter. Bit too far, and that'll go for icing. St. Peter is a freshman as well. A lot of young players in this Gardner system looking to build towards the future. As we mentioned, just 2 seniors, both of them defensemen, and Philip Quinn and Nick Stone. Draw will come to the right of keeper Mark Quinn. Not a whole lot of shots on goal in this contest thus far. So we've played a little over 7.5, and we've only got 3 shots between the 2 teams. There's Riley Leblanc. Tries to drop for Johnson. Now here's Bolak. He shoots. That one turned aside by Quinn. Another shot cut down in traffic and deflects wide of the paint. Behind the net, Leblanc passes behind. And now Johnson trying to pick it up in the left circle, having trouble doing so. Bolak on the left side boards. Throws it along into the corner. In Stone, his pass hops over the stick of Eric Amblo. And back into the Red Raider end. And Amblo trying to put a lot of pressure there on Peter Stevens. Amblo is one of only a couple of players on the ice there for Gardner who has a white helmet. Everybody else has got black helmets. That'll be something to look out for. Looks like Max Murphy's the other one with the white helmet as Wyatt Peters tries to gain the zone with a burst of speed, but he's closed off by the 2 defensemen there in Quinn and Stone. Now Zach Boucher tries to move it up for Amblo. He's closed off there. Here's Johnson coming back the other way. Johnson with a nifty move. Sends it across for a one-timer and a goal for Cooper Hall. Looking at shooting almost the whole way, and then as he gets to the right side of the paint, he sends it across, and waiting on the doorstep is Hall for his 4th goal of the season. 2-0 to the Red Raiders. Nearly 4 minutes after the first goal for the Red Raiders, they add their second. So here's Hines for Jaramillo, offsides. Hall was on the wrong side of the line there. 13:20 to go in the first half, 2-0 to the Red Raiders. The shots on goal haven't been there, but the quality of chances have been high for the red and gray. Shot taken from the blue line, turned away.
Cooper Hall, assisted by number 19, Tyler Salafia, and number 17, Ryan Johnson. Time of that goal, 8:59 of the first half. That was Hall, assisted by Salafia and Johnson at 8:59.
So the secondary assist goes to Tyler Salafia. That's his first varsity point from my count. As Merchant intercepts, gets the shot off. That's stopped by McCrillis. Puck can't be saved from going out of the zone by Matt Marshall. So Gardner will look to reset from Alisauskas. Pruno puts his pass off the skate of Wiebe on the red line. There's Murphy. Pass to the near side, intercepted by Pruno. Now finds Wiebe. Right circle, takes the shot, and the stop made by Mark Quinn. Pass out to the right point, out of the reach of Salafia. He'll go and retrieve back onto his own blue line. As Broussard tries to move it along on the far side. Get some space to work with. And he'll carry it up across the blue line to the near side boards. Tries to dump it into the corner. That's knocked down there by Marshall. Kyle Gendron up the left side. Moves it along. Was looking maybe for Hoisington. Pass behind him. Here's Nick Stone gaining the line. Tries to throw it towards goal. Puts it off a body in the circle. And Max Bolak tried to use the speed boost here. Bolak trying to make some moves. Gets the pass off. And a goal! Cooper Hall's got his second on another brilliant one-time feed. 11:35 to go in the first half. 3-0 Red Raiders. Red Raiders haven't been going heavy on the shot quality, on the shot volume, I should say, but the shot quality has very much been there. As when they have been shooting on goal, they've been getting really close to Quinn, and really it's just a huge challenge for the keeper there on all of these goals. The fact that his defense has not been able to stop the Red Raiders from getting so close.
Max Bolak, assisted by number 8, Cooper Hall, number 14, Nick McKenzie.
So they give McKenzie the secondary assist.
Third rated goal. It was by number 8, Cooper Hall, assisted by number 12, Max Bolak, and number 14, Nick McKenzie. Time of that goal, 10:55. That was Hall, assisted by Bolak and McKenzie at 10:55.
No icing on that. Cooper Hall picks up now his 5th goal of the season. The freshman forward in the right place at the right time. It's another shot on save, rebound, score! Quinn made the initial stop, couldn't cover it quickly enough, and Jacob Prudo gets the finish to make it 4-0. Oh, it's been a nightmare start for Gardner in this one. But the main thing is the Wildcats have been letting the Red Raiders get far too close to their keeper. You look at the combined distance of those 4 goals, it's probably less than 15 feet, is what it feels like. At least if you're talking proximity to the paint, because on all of those goals, it's a case of the Red Raiders getting right up at the goaltender. You've got Bolak, who had that right towards goal that he backhanded through that sliver of space. Then you had the 2 goals for Cooper Hall. He's just waiting at the doorstep, ready to pound a one-time pass in. And then that last one
was by number 26, Jacob Pruno, assisted by number 17, Ryan Johnson, and also number 23, Riley Leblanc. Time of that goal, 12 minutes, 9 seconds of the first half. That was Pruno, assisted by Johnson and LeBlanc at 12:09.
Quinn adds a couple more saves there. So he's up to 4 on the contest. And I was going to say that 4th one, he makes the initial stop and can't cover it quickly enough because Pruno is waiting right in front of him to pull the puck away from the reach of his glove and then just put it right in. Quinn makes the save on the dump in there. Shot wouldn't have counted had it gone in. Delayed offside. Jaramillo puts it across, trying to complete that hat trick for Hall. There's a delay penalty against Gardner as well. And a hook indicated with 8:50 to go in the first. Not going to make things any easier for the Wildcats. They're going on the kill, with the Red Raiders up 4-0. Max Murphy, the junior center, will go for a hook. We'll see the Raiders on the power play for the first time today. 6 for 29 on the campaign. There's a shorthanded chance there for the Red Raiders, stopped by McCrillis. That was Eric Ambelow coming in there with the opportunity. Riley LeBlanc on the far side, making its way to goal. Passes off for Jaramillo. His one-timer stopped by Quinn. It was just another dangerous chance there for the Red Raiders. That time, Quinn was able to come up with the save. It's been mostly these extremely high-danger opportunities for the Red Raiders. Instead of shooting from distance, they've been trying to wait until they get close to goal before they take the shot. Ambelow still trying to keep that play alive. Takes it all the way to goal. You can already see Eric Embla. Like I said, we didn't see him in the first game in Gardner. But he's easily one of the most dynamic players that this Wildcat team has to offer. 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Red Raiders. They lead 4-0. This is Jackson Decker. He's a transfer from Oakmont. That pass, that clear hops over the stick of Leblanc. Zach Boucher lurking, trying to make things difficult for the sophomore forward. Now Max Bolak will try to carry it up from his own end with 12 to go on the power. Bolak tries to throw it towards goal. That's blocked in front. Boucher clears it to the red line. Let's go up down by Brogan. Bolak moves it along for Jaramillo. Penalty's over. Jaramillo, nifty backhand. It gets the shot off. It's turned aside by Quinn. Into the right wing corner. And Ray Thomas will pick it up on the left side as it moves out there. Can't get it out of the zone as Weeby tries to protect. 3 Wildcats try to dispossess. They will do just that. And now with some space to work with is Decker. Decker was looking past the whole way, and the reinforcements weren't coming quickly enough. There's Weeby on the far side for the Red Raiders, pushes it out of the zone. Pruno with the take. He's got a little bit of space to work with, tries to center for Broussard. That's cut down off the skate there by Stone. Here's Hoisington on the red line, drops for Murphy. Now they'll gain the zone, take the shot, pushed aside with the glove of Spencer McCrillis. His 6th save of this contest. Puck comes out of the zone on the far side boards. Will be retrieved by the Wildcats. Red Raiders will change lines. 5:40 to go in the first half. 4-0 Red Raiders in front. 2 for Cooper Hall, 1 for Max Bolak, 1 for Jacob Pruno. It's Cole Howard on the far side to move it along for Jaramillo. Tries to drop back for Howard. But now D to D they'll go. Here's Salafia. That pass intercepted by Gendron. Alasauskas trying to move it along, but offsides indicated with 5:12 to go in the frame. Shots now 12-6 in favor of the Red Raiders. Like I said, they haven't been doing a whole lot of volume shooting. Instead, trying to wait out for the higher quality chances. And that's been working for them a lot better than it was working last time out against Gardner, where they got 4 goals on 50 shots. Here, a much more efficient 4 goals on 12 shots, and there's still 27.5 minutes of hockey to play. As Zach Robillard tried to regain the zone, but Jaramillo is on the wrong side of the blue line, so they'll call the offsides. Now there is exactly 27.5 minutes of hockey to play. This will be the first of 3 games at the Wallace Civic Center. We're just going to have this one, of course. There'll be a couple other ones after this contest. Littleton Bromfield will be hosting Oakmont at 3:30. And Lunenburg Air Shirley will host Groton Dunstable at 5:30. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention that St. Bernard's is playing today against Grafton Valley Tech. That game at Lake Ave in Worcester. 3:40 start from down there. It'll be the second time the Bernardians and the Gators will be facing each other. They played each other just a couple of days ago, and Grafton Valley Tech came away with a 6-2 victory in that one. I know for the Bernardians, that's incredible improvement over the 4 games against Hopedale. And Hannah Bergeron 40 saves on 46 shots in that game against GVT. And really a Herculean effort, especially from the Bernardians, considering they only dressed 8 skaters for that contest. Looking to get better every day, and not having to play Hopedale really makes things a lot easier. Shot taken from the right point by Nick Stone is gloved by McCrillis, and he'll hold for a draw with 3:49 to go in the first half. We've mentioned this a few times before across the season. Spencer McCrillis, 4-year member of this Red Raider ice hockey team, but he started his varsity career as an 8th grader for the Gardner Wildcats. He was part of this co-op for the team in black before he made his way to the Red Raiders. As here's Riley Leblanc coming in on a breakaway. Leblanc to goal, and Quinn makes the stop there. Mark Quinn able to make the stop thanks to the pressure there from behind by his older brother Philip, I believe. That was indeed the case. Couldn't tell if it was that 3 or 13 there on the defense, but yeah, that was Philip. One of 3 brothers who've played for this Gardner Wildcat team. They have an older brother, Tim, who graduated in 2019. Here's Max Bolak. Couldn't get the shot off. That'll be cleared down the length of the ice. That makes it to the goal line. Not at a good enough pace. So it wipes out the icing. They had to check up just enough to the point that they ruled the puck attainable. Gardner can't do anything with the break, though. Murphy from the red line tries to push it back into the zone, but Bolak will knock it down there. Pass to the near side for Stevens. Pressured there by Stone. Gendron has it picked by Jaramillo. Jaramillo in the left circle, trying to make his way towards goal, but dispossessed. Again, the Red Raiders haven't taken too many shots from distance in this contest. They've been preferring to wait until they get much closer to goal. It's a strategy that's serving them well, at least today. Whether or not that's a great idea against other teams remains to be seen, but sometimes you change the strategy based on the team you're playing. Here's Jaramillo. Has it knocked away by Thomas. Offside's called against the Red Raiders with 1:51 to go in the frame. So on the draw on the far side, outside the Gardner end. Shots 13-7 in favor of the Red Raiders. 9 saves for the freshman netminder Mark Quinn. There's a chance out in front, stopped by Quinn there. His 10th save of the contest. Jaramillo tries to center in front, but that was sticked away by Quinn on the center, and then another shot from the slot. He'll stop that there as well. Quinn was the starting netminder last year as an 8th grader for this Wildcat team. We were mentioning Spencer McCrillis. He played 6 games, about 200 minutes of hockey with the Wildcats. His goals against, about 6.5 save percentage of .837. Gardner did win a game that year, but that was by forfeiture. That was another one of their dark seasons. And McCrillis moving on to this Fitchburg Monty Tech team because he's a student at Monty Tech. Here's Colin Hines. He shoots and scores! Colin Hines with the snipe! And it's 5-0. As I've said, it's been mostly high-quality chances, and in that case, Colin Hines, with space and time to work with, time to analyze where he wants to put the puck. He takes the shot and puts it right where he wants. In the back of the net it goes. And 5-0 to the Red Raiders. So in this first half, they've outscored Gardner from the last game that these two teams played. As Nick Stone throws that into the Red Raider bench.
Number 20, Colin Hines, assisted by number 8, Cooper Hall, number 22, Sam Jaramillo. Time of that goal was 21 minutes, 26 seconds in the first half. That was Hines, assisted by Hall and Jaramillo. at 21-26.
First point of the game for Hines and Jaramillo. Stone with a shot from the top of the right circle, stopped by McCrillis. The puck squirts out of the zone. McCrillis, like I said, as an 8th grader playing for this Gardner team, and then chose to go to Monty Tech, the big trade school. I'm an alumnus of it myself, class of 2008. And from there, he plays with this Fitchburg Monty Tech team. His time will run out here in the first half of play. So that was a really good period for the Red Raiders. Shots just 16-9, but they got 5 past Mark Quinn.
Shots on goal first period. Raiders had 16 and the Wildcats had 9.
Just taking advantage of those high-quality chances there. So many of them they were able to earn in the first half of play. And that strategy's really worked out well for the Red Raiders. So we'll go into the break with the score 5-0 to Fitchburg Monty Tech. Not really a whole lot else you can say. Just the Red Raiders made the strategy work for them, and they took advantage, and big time. Before we go to break, though, we'd like to present to you a special film we've put together to honor the 3 seniors here on this Fitchburg Monty Tech team.
Hi everyone, Craig Antossi here, Director of Athletics for Fitchburg Public Schools. Thank you for tuning in to today's game against the Gardner Wildcats. On behalf of the Fitchburg Public Schools and the Monty Tech community, I'd like to thank FATV for continuing to offer first-class coverage of our hockey team as we battle in Pod 2 down at the Wallace Civic Center this winter. Today we honor our 4 seniors, and although we can't do it in a traditional sense on the ice, we have tried to be creative and offer an alternative version that captures the same magic for our families. We've tried to create memories that will last for years. Max, Ryan, and Spencer, from all of us in that Fitchburg Monty Tech community, thank you for your contributions to this hockey program. All of the players who come after you will stand on your shoulders as they reach new heights in the years to come. Good luck today against the Gardner Wildcats, and to our community watching, thanks for tuning in.
Hey Max, congratulations on a great 4 years at Fitchburg High. We love watching you play. You made us so proud. We love you.
Fitchburg!
Hey Max, Ames and Eeps here. I can't believe it's your senior year. I can't believe it's senior night. We have watched you play hockey for 10 years and loved every minute of it. But you're famous now because you're on TV, even if we can't go see you in person. Have a great season. Have a great year. Love you.
Go
Bye-bye.
Max. Wishing Fitchburg High School hockey team the best of luck tonight, and my grandson, senior Max Bolak, best wishes. From the class of 70.
You know what to do. Stay awesome and share the love team. Go Max! Go Max! Go Max! Go Max! Congratulations, Max, on your senior year for hockey. You're awesome.
Congrats, Max.
Hi, Max. Congrats on your 2021 senior year hockey season. We're so proud of you. Good luck.
Win, win, win.
We love you.
Captain Bolak, you're the most dangerous player on the ice. This picture resembles where you were at 3 years old, and hopefully you were going to join the Navy. Good luck, Max.
Hey Ryan, it's Mom and Dad.
Hey, Ryan.
We just wanted to say how proud we are of you and congratulate you on a great hockey career and just tell you how much we love you.
Go Red Raiders.
Hey Spencer, even though we can't always be with you this year watching you, we're always behind you.
Good job, Spencer.
Congrats, Spencer. Awesome job, Spencer.
Great job. Good job, Spencer. Good job. Keep going.
Congrats, Spencer. Congratulations, Spencer. We're proud of
take a bow for FATV. There you have the Red Raiders seniors.
Back here at the Wallace Civic Center on the campus of Fitchburg State University. Hockey night in Fitchburg continuing on here between the Red Raiders of Fitchburg Monty Tech and the Wildcats of Gardner. 5-0 the Red Raiders lead through one half of play. Daniel Bolak here with you. Happy to have you along with us here this afternoon. Wherever you may be watching us, whether it be on Comcast, Verizon, FATV.org, or live or on demand on our apps for Apple TV, Amazon Fire devices, and Roku. Wherever you're joining us today, we're happy to have you along. So 5-0 through one half of play. May have heard slight delay while they work on replacing a bit of glass. We'll see how long that takes. But we do have, but first off, I do want to thank Jared Roberts, Craig Antossi, and everyone else who helped make that piece possible that we played during the first half intermission, as that was a really beautiful piece to watch. So now they do finally have that pane of glass fixed, replaced. We're now safe to continue playing. And my goodness, we're going to do that. The score may still be 5-0, but these kids still want to play. And they've got 22.5 minutes worth of hockey left in them today. And my goodness, they're going to use it. As a backhand chance there by Jackson Decker goes through the paint. And thrown around the boards by Nick Stone. Picked up in the left wing corner by the Red Raiders. Pushed around to the right side. Shot looked for a tip in front. Would not have gone, if it had gone into the net, it would not have counted, as it was sticked with a high stick. Moving it up on the near side, Ryan Lienaberry into the zone. Closed off by Philip Quinn. Throws it through the paint, nobody there on the other side. You can see the Red Raiders mixing and matching the lines a little bit here. Max Bolak out there in front, but Lienaberry and Cole Howard out there as well for the red and gray. Getting them some ice time here. It's a great opportunity to do so when the score is as lopsided as it is right now at 5-0. There's Eric Gamblo, gets the shot off. I think he caught a bit of the iron there. It's been quite a while since Gardner's been able to put a goal in against Fitchburg Monty Tech. They've been shut out the last 3 times they faced the Red Raiders. A goal late in the third period of their last meeting in 2019, which was a 9-3 win for Fitchburg Monty Tech, was the last time this Gardner team scored on them. So we're probably approaching about 160 minutes of a shutout streak for the Red Raiders. So there's another shot that's punched away by McCrillis. Off the stick of Alisauskis, now out in front. That was turned towards goal at the last moment, but McCrillis, down on his backside, was able to get his glove on it and keep it from going in the net. 20:46 to go in the contest. 5-0 the Red Raiders in front. 2 for Cooper Hall. And a goal each for Max Bolak, Jacob Pruno, and Colin Hines. 4 out of 5 goals today scored by freshmen. Can't forget Sam Jaramillo's got an assist in this one as well. Pruno throws it around the boards for Broussard. First attempt to center unsuccessful. Is able to get it back. Wiebe out in front. Broussard with the one-timer, but it whistles wide. Broussard drops it off for McKenzie. Gets a shot through traffic, looking for a tip from Pruno. Didn't go the right way. Now in front again, and Pruno scores! Able to elevate it under the crossbar and make it 6-0 with his second of the game. Just another goal scored at close range by the Red Raiders. And Pruno picking up his second goal of the game and his 6th goal of the season. Another freshman excelling here. Colin Hines on the far side. The left wing corner for Stone. There for Gardner, trying to pick that one out. Hall for Jaramillo. Back behind for Hall. On the left corner, Hines one-timer save, rebound, popped up in the air. And Quinn able to glove that down. Held the post firmly enough to keep it out. And then
Raiders 6 goals by number 26, Jacob Pruno. Assisted by number 2, Tyler Broussard, and number 11, Lucas Wiebe. Time of that goal, 2:27 of the second half. That was Pruno's second goal of the game. Assisted by Broussard and Wiebe at 2:27.
First points of the game for Broussard and Wiebe. Broussard's second assist of the season, and should be Wiebe's 4th. On the 6th goal of the campaign for the freshman Jacob Pruno. From the red line, Jackson Decker puts that across, throws it in the direction of goal. McCrillis will knock that down, and they'll stop play there. We had a penalty behind the play. Roughing indicated against Colin Hines. This will be the first time we see the Gardner power play with 18:51 to go in the game. The Red Raiders leading 6-0. The draw will come to the left of McCrillis with 13 saves, already matched the total that he had in the last game against Gardner. So it shows that Gardner's improved on the offense compared to the last game.
2-minute line for roughing. Having a penalty 4:39 of the second half. That was Hines. 2 minutes for roughing at 4:39.
Bit of an adventurous chance for Gardner, so they just threw it towards goal, and McCrillis reacting just a little bit late. Basically able to put his pad on top of it and sit on the puck. Split second later, and that would have gone past. So from the left point, shot on, sticked away by McCrillis. Matt Marshall had the shot there. And here is Riley Leblanc trying to skate it up the ice on a shorthanded bid. The Wildcat defense converges. And Zach Boucher on the left side for the Wildcats. Goes for the bad angle shot, puts it behind the net. Around the boards, it'll go to the far side. And Max Bolak will pick it up. On the far side, Bolak holding top of the slot, gets the shot off, goes wide to the left. Boucher misses it with the stick on the first try. Ray Thomas will put it across to the near side boards. It'll be taken there by Leblanc. Leblanc into the right wing corner. Able to kill more time on this penalty. Red Raider penalty kill 15 for 17 coming into today. To think in 9 games of hockey coming in, they're averaging less than 2 minor penalties a game, which I think is pretty impressive how disciplined this Fitchburg Monty Tech team is. In comparison, they get on average a little over 3 power plays a game. It's just a significant difference compared to the other team, and now we have another penalty coming here. I think that was Max Bolak laying out the boom on Ray Thomas, but that was well behind the play. So it's 2 minutes for Bolak there. They're letting Hines and Bolak sit in the penalty box together, but one of the COVID changes that's supposed to be made is max capacity of 1. That may have been forgotten, but it is what it is. So a 5-on-3 opportunity now for Gardner. Great chance here for the Wildcats to do something.
Time of the penalty, 5:21 of the second half. Leblanc elbowing at 5:21.
Elbowing was the call, and maybe they also felt that with so little time to serve on Hines' penalty, that he wasn't going to be in the box. They weren't going to be in the box together for that long. So Hines is out of the box, and there goes the rest of the 5-on-3. So now just a regular power play for a minute 20 more for the Wildcats, trailing 6-0 with 16:25 to go in the contest. Lost on the far side boards, thrown to the near side. McKenzie slams it on the boards for Ryan Johnson. Raiders down a man, but seeing if they can try to set up shop offensively or at least kill some more penalty time here. Ryan Johnson just playing a bit of keep away. Kyle Gendron will pick it up now as it's stolen by Hall. And more time ticking off that power play, now down to 45 seconds for the Wildcats. Johnson still continuing on, drops it off, and oh boy, that turned into a mess quickly. And although Hall missed his chance, Ryan Johnson did not. Shorthanded goal for the Red Raiders makes it 7-0. The first shorthanded goal of the season for the Red Raiders, coming in their 10th game. The Raiders just playing keep away and then seeing, well, if we get an opportunity, let's have a go. And they're able to tire the defense down enough to the point they were able to have a go, and have a go they did. My eyes tell me Ryan Johnson has gotten his second goal of the season. And so 7-0. This now becomes Gardner's worst defensive effort of the season. Leblanc is out of the box. And now the penalty is over. It's ultimately a 5-on-3 for Gardner and an extended power play. In the end, it's the Raiders who score on the Wildcat power play. Not to the script they would have liked to follow. Under 15 to go in the game. And we have another whistle here. In this case, I think it's just an offside.
Assisted by number 8, Cooper Hall, and number 14, Nick McKenzie. Time of that short-handed goal, 7:46 in the second half. That was Johnson assisted by Hall, and McKenzie, short-handed goal, 7:46.
It's going to be a 4-point night now, both for Cooper Hall and for Ryan Johnson. A goal and 3 assists for the senior forward in Johnson, and 2 goals and 2 assists for Cooper Hall, the freshman. Penalty is going to go against Gardner. Matt Marshall going to the sin bin. The Red Raiders will have their second power play of the game. The junior defenseman, one of 2 alternate captains on this Wildcat squad, along with Zach Boucher. Boucher just a sophomore. Gardner able to clear it inside 10 seconds of the beginning of their second penalty kill of the game. The Red Raiders' second power play. Red Raiders 0 for 1. Lena Berry shakes off the hit. On the left side, gets the shot, but blocked by Quinn.
2-minute minor for roughing, time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 7 seconds of the second half. Marshall, roughing.
So Jaramillo behind the net. Tries to center in front. Looking for Cole Howard. Got his first varsity point earlier this year on an assist. He would have loved to have a goal. Red Raiders can still manufacture one. So I mentioned giving a little more ice time to the players a little lower down the line chart. As Broussard gets the touch on. Jaramillo. Here's Pruno on the far side. Jaramillo jumped the line. Had to hold up for a moment. Here's Brogan. Brogan in the right wing corner with 48 to go on the power. Put it in front for Wiebe. Couldn't get a stick on it. Would have been another one of those extremely high danger opportunities. That one whistles wide to the left. Picked up by Pruno. Quickly passed along for Brogan. Looking for the tip in front from Broussard. But it stopped the puck's progress instead. And now the puck cleared down the length of the ice. 25 seconds to go on the power play for the Red Raiders. 12:45 to go in the game. 7-0 they lead as they put out the extra points. Boucher loses a handle on it. Broussard, Pruno looking for a hat trick. As that one cleared down the length as well. McCrillis will leave it there for Brogan. Rest of the penalties going to expire. Matt Marshall will come out of the box. And the Wildcats back to full strength with 12:17 to go in the game. Here's Broussard again in the right circle. Moving into the corner. Thomas trying to close him off. There's Wiebe moving it on the far side. There's Amblo there as well for the Wildcats. Robillard can't keep it in the zone. Doubling back is McKenzie. He'll throw it towards goal. That's held by Quinn and wants no further play there. 11:54 to go in the contest. As I've said very few times today, has Fitchburg taken shots from distance. But that was one example there. They take that long shot there. Quinn able to glove it down. Shots 22-16 in the contest. Shots in the period. Interestingly enough, it's actually Gardner with the advantage right now. It's 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats. But the Red Raiders lead 2-0 on the scoreboard in this second half. As we're getting close to the halfway point of this frame. Here is Lieneberry. The bad angle shot stopped by Mark Quinn. Still loose in front. Red Raiders just trying to get a shot off there. They did get a shot, hit the backside of Bolak. There's another shot from distance that hit a falling Marshall. Robillard tried from the right point, but that one was blocked by Hoisington. Now Nick McKenzie loses an edge as Hoisington tries to move it along for Merchant. Now a quick shot by Murphy, but that was blocked. Didn't get great wood on it either. Here's Bolak up the near side. Had the very first goal in this game. He continues to skate it around to the far side. Hines throwing it along. Here's Quinn. Lieneberry trying to pick it. Able to disrupt him enough to get the pass to just the red line and not much further. Now the Red Raiders holding it back in their own zone. Pass for Lieneberry, knocked off there by Stone. Pass from Merchant out of reach. Thought that might have been too close to McKenzie, but ultimately they will call the icing anyway. And bring it down to one side of Mark Quinn with 10:30 to go in the frame. Mentioned Gardner got their first win over Oakmont in 10 years. But one thing they hadn't earned in nearly 7 was a tie, which they did against Leominster earlier this year. A 2-2 draw on the 20th. That was the game immediately after the first time they saw the Red Raiders. Got to face both the Twin City teams back-to-back. As the shot there by Pruno blockered away by Mark Quinn. So that game ending in a 2-2 tie. It was the first time that Gardner had gotten a tie since 2014, February 19th. They played to a 4-4 tie with Tyngsboro Greater Lowell. A co-op that, this was so long ago, that co-op doesn't exist anymore. Greater Lowell now hosts its own program with Neshoba Tech. And in fact, before Gardner beat Oakmont this year, their last victory was on January 4th, 2022, that Greater Lowell Neshoba Tech team. But for Gardner, even as rough as this game has been, this is still an improvement over seasons past. We mentioned 1-19 last year, a couple winless seasons before that. As here's Leblanc with some space to work with, but the puck comes out of his reach. By the time he gets in position to pass it along, 3 Wildcats converge. Here's Drew St. Peter, pushes along to the far side. Peters will just spit it out of the zone. Nearly hit the skate of Stone there. Wonder if they would have considered too many men if that had gotten his skate while he was coming off on the change. St. Peter, all by himself, a lot of pressure, a lot of havoc. They continue to battle for it. And now LeBlanc, pass up for Hall. Only Marshall on him. Marshall will play him into the boards. They'll continue to contest for it on the far side. Jaramillo got his stick in there. He's trying to make sure he's giving some space so he wasn't directly in the scrum. As if he had been, there would have been too many there, would have had to blow the whistle. Raiders move it up on the far side from Brogan. The left circle, shot goes off the side of the net. Another one goes over the net, out to the right side, and it's picked up by Amblo. Jaramillo, take that away. Tries to center, but finds the stick of Zach Boucher instead. Boucher on the left side, tries to center, goes off a stick, finds Thomas on the wrong side of the blue line. Gardner has to tag up. With that, they'll leave it off for the Red Raiders. As Salafia will pass it up for Ryan Johnson. 4-point night for the senior, 1 of 3 on this Red Raider squad. Continuing to battle for it on the near side, Jaramillo. Up for Johnson. Amblo with a touch. And Broussard on the far side, wedged off by 2 defenders. And moving his way up is Boucher. 7:13 to go in the contest. 7-0 the Red Raiders in front. Gardner trying to avoid being shut out by the Raiders for the 4th consecutive time. It would be Spencer McCrillis' 3rd consecutive shutout against his former team. Philip Quinn with that stretch pass up for Merchant. Can't handle it. As we come to the center circle, glove down by Broussard. Merchant trying to take that away. That's turned in the direction of goal. Then blockered aside by McCrillis. Now a shot from the point, looking for a tip in front. Philip Quinn getting the shot there. Now Stone on the right side, boards. On for Merchant. Another quick shot there. I think it got a piece of McCrillis, then the pipe. And now we'll have a stoppage play with 6:25 to go. On delayed call against the Red Raiders. I think it was roughing against Tyler Broussard. One of the challenges of having multiple games here is that Wilton Community Television is here and is getting ready to set up for the next game that starts at 3:30. So that shot fought off there by McCrillis. They'll be here to broadcast the game against Oakmont. Tune in on their YouTube page if you want to watch that one. Of course, that pane of glass that needed to be replaced pushed the ending of this game back a little bit.
2-minute minor for roughing, 10-minute penalty, 16:05 in the second half.
So roughing indeed the call. 3rd power play of the game for Gardner. So there's another shot that took a change of direction on the way, but didn't quite make its way to the cage. So another shot there from Marshall. Deflects wide. So Gardner 0 for 2 on the power play today, but the Red Raiders do have a goal on the Gardner power play. That's thrown all the way down to the left wing corner on the other end, as Mark Quinn will pull that in and leave for Ray Thomas. 50 seconds to go on the power play for the Wildcats. 70-footer there from Thomas. Easy pad save for McCrillis. And we flip back out to center. Boucher. Battling forward on the near side. Pruno will dump in. And now Peters with a blast from 85. Will sail a little wide of the goal. Pruno still looking for a hat trick. Will drop it off there. There's a shot. And a stop by Quinn with the glove. Off the stick of Colin Hines, who's looking for his second. As the penalty is to expire, Amblo gets dispossessed there by 2 Red Raiders. Pruno and Stevens. No rule that dump in came just after the penalty expired, so they will call the icing and bring it down to one side of Spencer McCrillis with 4:17 to go in the contest. Red Raiders lead 7-0. 10 shots in the second half for the Red Raiders, and the same total for the Wildcats. We know Gardner's next couple of games, they have North Middlesex here at the Civic Center on the 10th, and then they have Lunenburg Air Shirley here on the 13th. They also have a game against Oakmont they need to make up. So here's Bolak, gets the shot off. That's stopped by Mark Quinn. For Fitchburg Monty Tech, they have one more scheduled game, and that's against Littleton Bromfield, facing the Tigers for the 3rd time. That's a 3:30 start on the 13th, a week from today. So a lot of teams have to play with compressed schedules in the last week of the regular season because of all these postponements. But Fitchburg Monty Tech has been fortunate. They haven't had to deal with that much in terms of postponements. Just the one at the very beginning of the season with Oakmont, and even then they got that extra game in against Littleton Bromfield. It does mean, though, they are playing the Tigers 3 times, but this makes things a little more interesting, I guess. The icing will bring the face-off down to the right side of Quinn. Everyone was waiting on the left side, but they decided to move them across. .340 to go in the game. There's Lena Berry. Tries to backhand from a bad angle. Couldn't quite get it towards Quinn. Lena Berry still able to control in the left wing corner. Tries to find Bolak on the right side, protecting from Philip Quinn. But Bolak gets right to the top of the blue paint. His backhand chance turned aside by a defender's stick. Bolak still has it. Tries to feed Lena Berry, goes off his skate, and picked up by Philip Quinn. Hold behind the net that his brother Mark guards. We cleared out to the red line, and we have a penalty here. Of course, earlier I mentioned the great discipline that this Red Raider team has. And yet, this will be their 4th penalty of the half. That is indeed what they were calling. I thought they were calling a penalty. And since there are only 4 skaters on the ice for the Red Raiders, then they are calling a penalty. I think the official, they've got 2 minutes on the board. The way the referee was gesturing, he was gesturing in such a manner that he doesn't want Max Bolak to play any more of this game. As the referee explains to Scott Frenier and the rest of the coaching staff what the deal is. But now Bolak will go to the penalty box for the 2nd time in this half. We'll see what the penalty is from Jim LaPointe, as the Red Raiders will clear it down the lane.
Penalty number 12, Max Bolak, 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes and 4 seconds of the second half. Bolak, 2 minutes for roughing at 19:04.
Okay, so just a roughing call against Bolak. I had no idea why the referee was gesturing in such a way towards the locker rooms, implying that he wanted to throw him out of the game. If he's just going to call the minor and nothing more, perhaps he was thinking about calling more than that, but was talked out of it. But it is Bolak's second penalty of the half. On to a little bit with the discipline. In fact, he's doubled his penalty total from the season. He only had 2 minors coming into today. 2 minutes to go in the contest. As Gardner on their 4th power play of the game. But have not really been able to do much of anything with these man advantages. That pass up ice being taken by Pruno, not helping matters. Jackson Decker on the near side, tries to protect, but Pruno has taken it away. Now Jaramillo loses it off his backhand. Now just holding it against the boards. Happily taking more seconds off this power play for Gardner. Pruno pushing it in front, sticked away by Quinn, still loose out in front. Shot goes nowhere there. And the Red Raiders really slowing it down here. Another shot through traffic that goes off of Thomas in front. They clear it out of the zone. The Raiders are the ones on the kill here, but they're playing like they're on the power play, which is about to expire now. The Raiders come back to full strength. And there's the shot taken by Robillard. And it's stopped by Quinn. 47.1 to go in the game. Seven goals conceded by Quinn, matching his season high from on Wednesday. So not a great week for Mark Quinn. But as I mentioned, a lot of these goals were just ones that would have been tough for any goalie to stop. This defense has to do a little more to support him. The first few games they've done pretty well in that department, but not in the last few. Could just be opponents whose styles of play just aren't as compatible with the Wildcats. Gardner will be hoping to bounce back next week. They've got at least 2 games to close out their season. As Hines shoots and scores! And what's going to be the final play of the game, because that would invoke the mercy rule, so we'll have no more face-off. Colin Hines scores to end the game and give the Red Raiders an 8-0 victory. Hines gets his second of the goal, 10 seconds before the buzzer. And the Raiders matching the scoreline of both their victories last year against Gardner. 8-0, the final score. But a great bounce-back game for the Red Raiders to break their 3-game losing streak and now record their 4th consecutive shutout over the Gardner Wildcats.
Number 20, Colin Hines, assisted by number 8, Cooper Hall, and number 23, Riley Leblanc. Time of that goal was 22 minutes, 21 seconds in the second half. That was Hines' second goal of the game, assisted by Hall. Leblanc at 22-21. The shots on goal in the second half. Raiders 14 for a game total of 30. Wildcats had 10 for a game total of 19. And your final here at Civic Center. Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders 8 and the Gardner Wildcats nothing. The FATV 3-star selection for this afternoon's game. Number 3-star with a goal and 3 assists, co-captain Ryan Johnson. The number 2-star of the game, Raider forward, number 8, Cooper Hall, with 2 goals and 3 assists. And your number 1 star of this afternoon's game goes to goaltender Spencer McCrillis with a 19-save shutout here at Senior Day.
So there are the 3 stars as announced by public address announcer Jim LaPointe. Spencer McCrillis getting his third shutout of the season, his third straight shutout against Gardner. Will get the #1 star with the 19 saves. Cooper Hall with 2 goals and 2 assists gets the 2nd star, and Ryan Johnson, a goal and 3 assists, gets the 3rd star. A great victory for the Red Raiders, 8-0 the final score to get them to 6-3-1 as Gardner falls to 1-5-1. But yeah, for the Red Raiders, they played that game about as well as they would have liked to play. That was the result they really needed to bounce back there, break that losing streak. I think they knew coming in this was going to be a prime opportunity to break that losing streak and get back to their winning ways. And they did so with their biggest win of the season. So again, 8-0 the final score. We want to thank our wonderful crew here at FATV for making this broadcast possible. Robin Como directing, Travis Falk doing audio and other technical work for us. Matt Murdoka and Frank Gallo working the cameras today, doing a wonderful job. Frank's first hockey game for us here on FATV. And we want to thank our underwriters who make all remote productions possible. Workers Credit Union, Rollstone Bank and Trust, UMass Memorial Health Alliance, Clinton Hospital, North End Subaru, Research Results, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Hub International, MART, Fitchburg State University, and the Sentinel and Enterprise. We thank them for all of their support for helping make these games possible. FATV will be back with Red Raiders sports on Monday as girls basketball will be hosting Narragansett, 5:30 start from the field house. And we'll have ice hockey next week as the Red Raiders will play Littleton Bromfield for the 3rd time. 3:30 start here a week from today from the Civic Center. Hope you'll join us for that as well. So for everyone here at FATV, I'm Daniel Bolak saying thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next time. And until then, so long from Fitchburg.